Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another brand review as well as my personal favorites from this brand, the Inkey List. Hi, my name is Dr. Jenny Liu. I'm a board-certified dermatologist. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys seem to really enjoy the series I've been doing where I talk about a particular brand and share my favorites from that particular brand. So let me know in comments below what other brands you want me to review and share with you. Now let's dive into the Inkey List. Now the Inkey List was founded by Mark and Cola in 2018, and I feel they're pretty popular, relatively affordable, available in Sephora as well as their own internal website. Now, for full disclosure, I did work with the Inkey List as part of their Knowledge Collective partnership. So with that, I did few sponsored content, like doing Instagram Live with the co-founders Mark and Colette. So we actually had a couple opportunities to chat. Super nice individuals, and I think Mark actually even has a background in science, either immunology or virology. Just an interesting tidbit. And also because of this Knowledge Collective partnership, I was able to try and test out their new Super Solutions line before it actually hit the stores. And I also helped Inkey List staff do some internal training and help them better understand common skin conditions. And I decided to be a part of this Knowledge Collective partnership mostly because I really believed in the mission behind Inkey List, which is really empowering consumers, allowing you to better understand skincare ingredients and helping you make the right decisions and picking the right skincare products for you. And also, I really do like their formulation in the sense they tend to have one main ingredient that's the key focus, and a few other ones that really help to support that main ingredient in achieving, the skincare goals and reducing irritation of their products. All of their products are cruelty-free. Now, because of this Knowledge Collectives partnership, I'm mostly going to focus on my favorites from them. And so hopefully you guys find this useful when you're shopping for Inkey List products. To start off with cleansers, the first one I absolutely love from the Inkey List is their ta-da-da oat cleansing balm that retails for $11.99. This is just such a nice, hydrating, nourishing, gentle cleanser. It contains oil derived from oats, and I love this one because you can use it in so many different ways. Number one, it's just a great gentle cleanser for dry and sensitive skin. Two, if you love double cleansing, this is a great cleansing balm to really effectively remove makeup and sunscreen. And on the website, you can actually use this as a shaving cream or even leave it on for a few minutes. It's more of a nourishing mask. I haven't done the latter two, but that is certainly something you can try. I think it's just all around a great one moisturizer that you can have on hand to use at the end of the day to thoroughly remove everything. You certainly don't need to double cleanse. I definitely don't find that this leaves a really thick film or residue, but if you are into double cleansing, this is also a great cleansing balm to use as the first step of your cleansing routine. So just a really nice, gentle, but effective cleanser, yet your skin is not going to feel dry, tight, or really stripped afterwards. Next cleanser I really love from them, I've actually talked about in my benzoyl peroxide video, is their Super Solutions 5% benzoyl peroxide that retails for $17.99. I love this one because number one, it contains an effective concentration of benzoyl peroxide, which is between 2.5 to 5%. Two, I find that benzoyl peroxide, because it can be really irritating, the formulation does matter in improving tolerance. And this one is such a gentle, creamy cleanser that almost applies like a thicker lotion. It doesn't foam, so it's really great for individuals that have more dry and sensitive skin. Now, because of that, I think it's a great one to use if you have acne-prone skin and if you're using like a topical retinoid and you worry about getting irritation, but still really want to get the benefits of a benzoyl peroxide in your acne routine to help treat acne. You can use this cleanser, and then because it's washed off, you can certainly use your tretinoin or even a dabbling afterwards without having to worry about irritation and or interaction. Also, because it's washed off, you don't have to worry about the benzoyl peroxide bleaching fabric. Now, the only thing you want to be cautious of is that because this cleanser is really creamy, it doesn't really do an effective job of cleansing and removing impurities. Certainly is a great treatment cleanser for acne. So what you definitely want to do is you may want to consider removing your makeup, sunscreen, and impurities from your skin first with either their oat cleansing balm or like a micellar water, or even just a gentle cleanser first before using this on your face. Because I just don't feel like with how creamy it is, it's going to be very effective at cleansing the skin. And as a side note, I have used their BHA cleanser that contains 2% salicylic acid. That is a fine one. It's just not on my favorite list, mostly because the formulation for me, I don't feel like it's the best suited for my skin. And my skin is more kind of on that dry side. But that one is great alternative if you for some reason can't tolerate benzoyl peroxide and you're looking for an acne fighting ingredient and you have mild or comedonal acne. Because it does set or foam more readily, I personally feel like it's better suited for those with more oily or acne prone skin. All right, now moving on to treatments and serums. The first one I want to recommend is their polyglutamic acid serum that retails for $14.99. Polyglutamic acid is made out of basically glutamic acid, which is an amino acid. Amino acids themselves have water drawing properties and are actually naturally found in the top layer of the skin for that function. So they are great humectants. And polyglutamic acid essentially is basically multiple glutamic acids stringed together, and it's a very large molecule, so great for drawing water to the top layer of the skin. In fact, some argue that polyglutamic acid is 4 times more potent than hyaluronic acid at drawing the water. Anywho, I just think that polyglutamic acid is just a great, slightly underrated humectant. This serum contains 3% polyglutamic acid along with glycerin, so 2 wonderful humectants, as well as rice bran extract. Has soothing properties, has hydrating properties, and even arguably has some brightening properties. So just really wonderfully formulated, lightweight hydrating serum that is really suitable for all skin types. It's just a really nice, lightweight, non-sticky, hydrating serum. So really great for individuals who are looking for a hydrating serum that doesn't contain hyaluronic acid, I guess. Great at improving, fine lines and wrinkles, temporarily plumping the skin and improving dry skin as well as dehydrated skin. So the next product is one that I actually really love myself when my skin gets irritated, and that is from their new Super Solutions line, Redness Relief Super Solutions 10% azelaic acid. This retails for $17.99. I really love this one. I mean, there's certainly no shortage of azelaic acid products on the market, but this one is really nicely formulated. It contains 10% azelaic acid like most azelaic acid products. But what I really love this, it contains micro green particles, so a little bit of a green tint that can really help to offset slightly red and inflamed skin. It also contains 0.3% allotonin that works together with azelaic acid to calm, soothe irritated, red, and inflamed skin. It's kind of hard to see the color on camera and it looks more bluish on film, but it's got this nice hydrating but yet not sticky or super heavy texture. And once you apply and once it's rubbed in, it feels really lightweight but non-sticky, tacky, but yet your skin feels fairly hydrated. This is great if you have rosacea and you can't get in to see a dermatologist immediately for prescription medications. It's great for irritated and dry, damaged skin barrier. And for the most part, I have not found this serum to really cause burning or staying when I'm using it when my skin is dry and irritated. So the last serum / treatment I want to recommend is the mandelic acid treatment that retails for $11.99. Mandelic acid actually belongs to the alpha hydroxy acid family, so same class as glycolic and lactic acid, and it's a much bigger molecule than glycolic and lactic acid, but it has oil-loving properties. So it's almost like in between the glycolic and a salicylic acid. And because of that, it's really ideal for individuals who have oily skin, acne-prone skin, but also struggling with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from acne. And because it's a much bigger molecule, it goes through the skin at a slower pace, so it's going to be less irritating than glycolic acid. Now, this serum itself contains 10% mandelic acid along with 0.1% retinol. I've tried all of Inkey's retinol, and I find that for all of their retinol, really, it's fairly gentle. Now, certainly I'm more of an advanced retinol user because I use prescription tretinoin. But this formula together, I don't find it to be more irritating. And if you're wanting to use AHA and a retinol together, you're better off using one product that's formulated with those two together, because often that irritancy factor is taken into account, and products formulated with two actives together are going to be less irritating than you trying to layer two separate products on your own. Again, this is another really lightweight, non-sticky treatment serum, so it's again really suitable for all skin types, but in particular individuals who are more struggling with acne and hyperpigmentation, or say if your skin is more on the sensitive side and you're looking for an exfoliant that is not going to be as irritating as glycolic acid, I would give this one a try. All right, now moving on to moisturizers, and the first one I want to recommend is their Omega Water Cream that retails for $10.99. This is an excellent choice, especially if you have combination to oily skin, especially as we head into the warmer months. This is a lovely moisturizer. I really do think it's great for all skin types, but especially if you have acne and combination skin. I caveat that for all skin types because I find that for even someone like myself that have more dry skin, I tend to gravitate towards lighter moisturizers, especially in the morning during the summer. I find that to work a lot better for my skin and layer a lot nicely under sunscreen. This is an oil-free gel cream that absorbs really quickly, does not impart any stickiness, heaviness, or shininess on the skin. And it contains their omega complex that derives from omega-3, 6, and 9. So lipids are really important in supporting our skin barrier and also helps to reduce transepidermal water loss. Also contains humectants like 5% glycerin as well as 5% niacinamide. So a niacinamide concentration that is within what we say is the appropriate range. That's not going to cause irritation, and also the effective concentration that has shown in studies to be helpful. Number one, helps to support skin barrier. Two, if you're more oily skin, that niacinamide can help potentially in reducing sebum production. And three, if you have uneven skin tone, niacinamide can be really helpful and have brightening properties. So this can be like your one-stop shop moisturizer to use morning and night if you're struggling, say, with oily skin as well as uneven skin tone from, say, if you're prone to acne. It's a really nice lightweight gel cream that absorbs really quickly, non-sticky, and I would love using this in the morning under my sunscreen because personally I just love a more rich formulations at night. I find that works well for my skin at night as I've gotten older, especially since I want to continue using my tretinoin. I just find a thicker cream works better for me for my skin at night. If you have more dry skin or just looking for a more nourishing moisturizer, then you must check out their Dry and Rough Skin Solutions 10% Urea Moisturizer. I am obsessed with this product, and to be honest, I'm surprised that there are more brands out there with higher strength urea. We often see urea, with other ingredients as a part of a moisturizer, but to have urea as like the main star, I haven't seen a lot. And thank you, Mark and Colette, for making that, because urea is such a great ingredient that again is so underrated. As a dermatologist, first and foremost, I prescribe stronger urea creams, like 20 to 40% for a lot of skin conditions, from dry cracked fingers, feet, to calluses on the feet, to thickened elbows and knees, to even acanthosis nigricans that we see on the neck, underarms, and groin area. For individuals who have really thickened toenails, 40% urea is a great one to soften the toenails and make them less thick and more easily to file down. So urea has a lot of applications medically for me as a dermatologist. So it's just really nice to see a stronger formulation of urea that is available to use as a part of skincare. Now this retails for $19.99, so it's a little bit more on the pricey side. I do wish the bottle is a little bit bigger, but I personally think it's really worth the $20. And texture wise, it may be hard to see on film. It feels a little more dense, but like not by any means like super heavy or greasy compared to the Omega Water Cream. But once you massage onto your skin and once it's absorbed, it actually has a very lightweight feel. But that 10% urea offers great hydration, so your skin is gonna feel more soothed and hydrated. All right, now moving on to polyglutamic acid SPF 30. First of all, formulation wise, this contains 10% polyglutamic acid, and Colette, I guess, is a big fan of polyglutamic acid, and she really enjoys enjoys that hydrating property of polyglutamic acid. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a wonderful humectant. This also contains glycerin and squalane that's going to help to lock in moisture, support skin moisture barrier. It's SPF 30, which is a good SPF for daily use. This one is not water resistant, so it's great for day to day, but certainly if you're going to be in the, out and about in the sun during outdoors activities, you may want to seek a sunscreen that has higher SPF and that's also water resistant. But this would be a great daily SPF to use. In fact, that is what I'm wearing today for filming. Now, texture wise, it kind of got me a little confused at first, and I'll explain in a little bit. So I want to just show you guys. First, when I squeezed it out of the tube, it was very reminiscent of, just Korean sunscreens that I'm so used to wearing these days, kind of that consistency, that texture. So when I was applying on my skin first time, I was expecting like a lightweight cream, but this one is actually quite dense. So what I mean is like it does take a little more effort to spread. It doesn't have that spreadability of Korean sunscreen, so you just feel it's a little bit harder to spread. But as you can see, once I spread it on my skin, I was pleasantly surprised by how semi-dewy but not shiny or greasy the finish is. Your skin feels hydrated and nourished, but it doesn't give you that greasy, shiny look. I love this. And even though it's slightly stickier and tackier to spread, I actually think this is a great one to use for all skin types. And even for my dry skin, my skin feels hydrated. It does not feel tight afterwards. And for, oily combination skin, you are going to feel, again, that your skin is supported, but not that you're going to look extra shiny or just like you have something super thick on your skin. So I absolutely really, really love this sunscreen and really is one of my favorites right now. So that's it for skincare, but I do have two hair care products that I recommend from them. The first one is their BHA scalp scrub that retails for $15.99. This contains 2% salicylic acid and 1% panthenol that helps to soothe and hydrate the scalp skin barrier, if you will. I personally love this one because number one, with me who have been struggling with dandruff postpartum, I will incorporate a scalp scrub into my dandruff treatment once weekly alongside my anti-dandruff shampoos to help keep my flaking, itchy scalp under control. Two, I also like using a scrub about once a week because I apply a lot of anti-dandruff treatments to my scalp along with prescription medications. And so that does build up. And so I do find either a scrub or a clarifying shampoo is more effective at removing that buildup. And certainly you don't want to, just like for the skin, you don't want to overly exfoliate your scalp. And so I say about 1 to 2 times a week max. You certainly don't need to have dandruff to use this. If you are looking for a scalp treatment to keep your scalp healthy, a scrub certainly can do that. Again, it's just a matter of how to use it and using it at the right frequency. So maybe like once or twice a week, just like skincare. We shouldn't be over exfoliating because that can lead to more harm. Now, the last product I recommend from them is their caffeine scalp serum that retails for $15.99. Now, I love coffee. I love drinking coffee. I certainly don't mind caffeine in skincare or hair care. Now, caffeine has a lot of antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory compounds. We certainly need more studies on the hair stimulating benefits of caffeine. There are some laboratory studies that show caffeine can actually stimulate hair growth and certainly has been marketed in certain hair growth serums. I think that we need more studies on. However, because of the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits of caffeine, I definitely feel that in a serum, at the very least, can keep our scalp healthy. And certainly studies using caffeine along with other antioxidants have shown to keep scalp healthy and thereby support hair growth and give the perception of fuller hair. But I just can't tell you guys like use a serum and you're gonna have fuller hair, right? We know that minoxidil have way more data in the efficacy. But what I do love about this serum, number one, it's really lightweight. So for individuals who are seeking a serum to keep your scalp healthy, to support you on your hair growth journey, I think this is a great one to use. Along with caffeine, it also contains lactic acid, green tea, and panthenol. So ingredients that helps to hydrate the skin moisture barrier, support the skin moisture barrier, antioxidants that's going to keep your scalp healthy. All of that is really going to be important. One thing that we don't really focus on when it comes to hair growth is just the overall health of your scalp and supporting hair growth. And first and foremost, we're so focused on ingredients that's going to grow hair, but neglect an important concept, which is, your scalp needs to first and foremost be healthy and stay unhealthy to grow hair. Otherwise, you're really not going to grow much hair. And if any hair that grows, studies have shown that when your scalp is inflamed and your scalp barrier, skin barrier is damaged and compromised, the hair that grows out are often unhealthy and more prone to breakage. And like I said, because of this formulation, it applies really nicely and doesn't impart any greasiness to the hair. So something that can be used more regularly, which I can't always say that for all the other scalp serums that exist on the market. All right, guys, so that is favorites from the Inkey List. I hope you guys found it helpful, and let me know in the comments below if any of your favorites made it on this list. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.